If you're not valued by your boss, you want to know about it fast and have a clear plan to quickly change how you are perceived. I'm sharing 11 signs that you are not valued at work and what to do if any of these signs are where you are right now. It makes a lot of sense to work hard and do a good job when you are valued and appreciated for your efforts. If you're undervalued at work, your working harder will help your boss, but it probably really won't help you very much. Feeling appreciated is a fundamental human need. Being valued makes us happier. Being appreciated is motivating and a great confidence builder. When our boss values what we do, we are much more likely to, firstly, get interesting work and projects that are more likely to further develop our skills and experience. Secondly, be given more responsibility and autonomy. Third, get more development opportunities. Fourth, gain higher social and professional status at work. Fifth, be paid more and be promoted more often. When you're not valued, you can easily be working harder than colleagues and get a lot less than them. If you find yourself in this position, there are plenty of practical actions that you can start taking right away to improve how you are valued. To help you be really appreciated at work and by your boss, we are covering 11 signs that you are not valued at work or valued by your boss. Secondly, 5 common mistakes that lead to being undervalued at work. And then third, 5 powerful tactics to change perceptions and how you are valued quickly. If you're feeling undervalued at work right now, please do use the tactics I share at the end to change how your work is perceived as quickly as possible. Early in my career, I made some very big errors in how I dealt with my worst boss ever. My reporting lines were changed to this boss, and he made it clear through his actions he wasn't interested in me and certainly did not value my work. I assumed if I quietly got on with my job, I could largely avoid him. Huge mistake. He pressurised me to leave. I got an amazing job at a different company. I learnt a lot from the experience with my worst boss ever and committed to myself that I would never again leave it up to a boss to manage our relationship. What I'm discussing with you today are many of the actions that I proactively took with every boss thereafter. I did a lot right as I got 13 promotions in 13 years, all the way up to board level of large companies. Always be proactive in managing the relationships with those around you and in particular with your boss. So let's quickly go through 11 signs you're not valued at work or not valued by your boss. When you are unappreciated by your boss or unappreciated at work by colleagues, you will typically experience one or more of these signs again and again, i.e. not once or twice. They will not be isolated incidences. So firstly, lack of recognition and praise from your bosses or co-workers or both. Secondly, regular corrective feedback without much or any praise. It is in your interest to use corrective feedback to improve what you do and how you do it as quickly as possible. Third, your ideas and or solutions are ignored, or even worse, when others are praised when putting forward what you've already suggested. Fourth, others try to steal credit for your ideas, work or solutions. Fifth, you're regularly interrupted or talked over by bosses or colleagues in meetings and during discussion, i.e. this happens a lot more than with your other colleagues. Sixth, you are excluded, from meetings, from information, from opportunities, etc. Seventh, your boss micromanages you a lot or displays signs of a lack of trust. Eighth, resources, knowledge, etc. needed to do your job well are purposely withheld. And then ninth, you get no or little development opportunities while other team members performing as well as you get much better opportunities. 10th, you get passed over for promotion more times than equally performing colleagues. And then 11th, your pay and or bonuses remain consistently lower than equally performing colleagues. This list covers many of the common ways individuals are treated when they are not valued at work. This list is not comprehensive. Remember, you're looking out for repeated behaviour and actions, i.e. a clear pattern. Bosses make mistakes. Some make quite a lot more than others. Always consider how you're being treated in comparison to colleagues at a similar level and performing to a similar standard. My name is Jess Coles, and if you're new here, Enhance.training provides resources and courses for you to build management expertise and confidence to lead any team to their best performance. I've included links to additional videos and resources in the description to help you significantly increase how much you're valued at work. Do take a look at these. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Now you have 11 signs that you're not being valued at work to look out for. Let's cover 5 common mistakes that lead to being undervalued at work. As soon as you stop making any of these 5 common mistakes, the perception of your boss and colleagues about the value of the work that you do will improve fairly quickly. The first mistake is being below average or worse at the job you do. Doing an average job or better, especially after 6 months in the role, is vital to being valued at work by bosses and team members. Below average means that you are making their lives harder. Fix this first. Secondly, you are doing too much low value work. This happens if you're too nice, you struggle to say no, you don't understand what is valuable and what is not, or you allow yourself to be taken advantage of by bosses or colleagues. I appreciate there is a fine line between protecting the value you are creating and being a team player and helpful to your boss. Keep consciously working on getting the best balance you can. The third mistake is being poor at communicating the value of the work that you do. The most important person to over-communicate to is your boss. Constantly make sure your boss knows exactly what you are doing and why it adds value to the team and the business. Quantify the value you're adding using financial data. Proactively communicate the same information to colleagues and stakeholders. Fourth, you're not helping your boss solve their problems. Your boss cares about and values solving their problems. If all the work you do does not solve any of their problems, then they will not value as much. The more you can personally solve their problems, the more likely your boss will perceive you as valuable. Fifth, being a poor team player. Your managers create the most value by increasing the value produced by the team they lead. There is a ton of ways managers can increase the value produced by their team. One of the most powerful is by increasing the teamwork of the team. If you are a poor team player, you will hold back the teamwork within the team and other team members will get frustrated and potentially resentful towards you. Work to help and support your colleagues. Focus on teamwork. If any of these mistakes are you, even just a bit, I encourage you to work out what you're going to do differently to avoid damaging how other people value you and your work. You just choose a first action, however small, that you're going to commit to and start that action today. Next, we're going to touch on 5 powerful tactics to change perceptions and quickly change how you are valued. Focus the most effort on what you can control and influence, and try not to spend too much time on the areas that you have no control over or no influence over. Each of the following 5 powerful tactics to increase how you are valued at work should be within your control. Try to do as many of these tactics in parallel. Each tactic complements and reinforces the others in terms of improving how much you are valued. Firstly, analyse the skills and experience which are in demand within your business, i.e. in short supply. Build the in-demand skills that overlap with what you need for your next position. Another way to analyse which skills to select are the ones in your area that make the company the most profit, either directly or indirectly. An example, in finance, the ability to produce accurate management accounts is not nearly as valuable as the skills to help operation managers make better, more profitable decisions. Find the highest value skills in your area and work on improving these. The second way to improve how much you are valued at work is to make your boss look good. Find out what targets your boss personally has. Ask your boss. You could say something like, you have mentioned that you have been tasked with reducing the errors in the XYZ production line. How are you being measured on this, and what can I do to help you reach your goals quicker? Find out what is important to your boss and help them achieve it. Third, focus as much of your time as possible solving the problems with the highest value and visibility within your team and business. Both elements are important. It is no good if you're solving lots of high value problems and nobody knows about it. The more value you can create for your business, the more highly you will be regarded. This is true for pretty much any job. The fourth activity is to intelligently and consistently communicate your achievements and great work to your boss, to leaders within the business, and to your colleagues and team. Communication is vital because perception is reality a lot of the time. Constantly provide updates to your boss of where you are with X activity or project. Explain how this is increasing revenue or reducing costs or increasing profits. Bosses and colleagues can only value what they know about. Make the time and effort to update colleagues and bosses on all your achievements. I suggest weekly, or if that feels too much, do it monthly as a minimum. Finally, the fifth, work hard at building relationships across your business. With relationships comes trust, an opportunity to communicate what you have been up to, and an opportunity to build influence and increase your impact. Very few of us work in complete silos. We rely on others just as others rely on us to do great work. It is human nature to help those that we like and who have already helped us. The more you intelligently help others, the more you're able to get speedy help in return, which multiplies your effectiveness. Build good relationships across your organisation. So in summary, it is a horrible feeling not to be valued and appreciated at work. If you're in this situation where you are not valued as much as you think you should be, there are plenty of actions that you can proactively take to change others' perceptions of you. The 5 actions I recommend you take to improve how highly you are valued are: firstly, improve your skills, particularly where those skills are scarce and in demand within your business and industry. Secondly, make your boss look good by visibly helping them achieve their goals. Third, spend more time on the highest value activities and projects and avoid doing too many low value activities or projects. Fourth, consistently communicate your achievements and the great work you do to bosses and colleagues. Fifth, build relationships across the company to increase your effectiveness, your support network, and those to whom you communicate your achievements. I've included links to additional videos and resources in the description to help you significantly increase how much you are valued at work. Do take a look at these. If you have any questions on 11 signs you're not valued at work or not valued by your boss, please leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.